Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. In this video, we'll be going over the Moonbeam Network and the native coin to Moonbeam, which is GLMR. So Moonbeam was the most highly anticipated Polkadot Parachain project, as it is an EVM-compatible smart contract layer 1 blockchain. So we'll be going over the tokenomics, what the network actually entails, as well as the price. So if that does interest you, be sure to stick with me until the very end of this video. And if you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And let the gains be with you. So the Moonbeam Network is one of 6 active parachains on the Layer 0 Polkadot relay chain. You can see Moonbeam right here, as well as Akala, Astar, Parallel Finance, and Clover. So let's get into what Moonbeam is, but first let's take a look at the GLMR coin, which powers the entire Moonbeam network. So GLMR, ticker symbol GLMR, is currently trading for $2.44. There is a market cap of $445 million, and that puts it at rank number 150 in market cap. Now, the GLMR coin did launch on January 11th, so just over 1 month ago. And you can see that on January 11th, it did hit an all-time high of $19.50. So it is down about 87.5% from that all-time high to current day. I will be getting into the price chart towards the end of the video to let you know where I think price will be heading in the relative short term. Now, the circulating supply of GLMR is 184 million coins, and the total supply is about 1 billion total coins. So there is still a lot of inflation set to hit this network. I will be getting into the tokenomics fully. However, for now, let's take a look at Moonbeam and get into what the network actually is and why I think it has so much potential going forward in this year in 2022. Because this is an interoperable EVM layer 1 smart contract blockchain connected to the Polkadot relay chain. So it has the security of the Polkadot relay chain, which is a layer 0, which makes it very robust, very flexible, and very useful for a whole plethora of applications. So the future is multi-chain. We've been discussing interoperability as a major trend here at Crypto Empire for quite some time now, and Moonbeam, the GLMR coin, fits right into that narrative. So Moonbeam is an Ethereum-compatible smart contract parachain on Polkadot. Now, Moonbeam has a lot of flexibility and a lot of advantages over other EVM layer 1 smart contract blockchains, such as there's minimal configuration changes, so there's no need to rewrite or configure your smart contracts from Ethereum to launching them on Moonbeam, and it allows them to be fully interoperable within the Pollkadot ecosystem when they are on Moonbeam. So it opens up many new pathways with this feature, and it allows you to use tools that you're already using on Ethereum, such as MetaMask, the main Web3 wallet, familiar smart contract languages. So it's not only Solidity, they also have Viper and anything that compiles to EVM bytecode, and then pre-built integration. So built-in integrations for assets like Polkadot and ERC20 tokens, and infrastructure services like Chainlink and the Graph already pre-built into the network, which is great to see. So Moonbeam is a fully Ethereum compatible environment on Polkadot. Moonbeam is much more than just an EVM implementation. It's a highly specialized layer 1 chain that mirrors Ethereum's Web3 RPC, accounts, keys, subscriptions, logs, and more. The Moonbeam platform extends the base Ethereum feature, set with additional features such as on-chain governance, staking, and cross-chain integration. So we already talked about the Solidity smart contracts. You won't have to rewrite any code. You can simply redeploy your existing smart contracts to Polkadot and have them be fully interoperable within the ecosystem. You can interact with the network using your already existing Ethereum wallet like MetaMask and publish subscribe capabilities. So you can subscribe to contract events and updates about on-chain transitions, balances, and more. Now, moving on, we can go ahead and see that there are a lot of advantages, like I was talking about, to launching a project on the Moonbeam network. It allows you instant access to the Polkadot ecosystem, the Kusama ecosystem, native Polkadot assets like GLMR and AUSD, plus other bridge assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum-based ERC20s. And it is a growing ecosystem with that first mover advantage of being one of the main Polkadot parachains as a layer 1 smart contract EVM compatible layer 1 blockchain. So a lot going for this, and there's already a lot of projects on Moonbeam that are very well known and held to a high regard in the entire cryptocurrency community. So Ocean Protocol, that's Web3 data, SushiSwap, Chainlink, Oracle, Cream, Crypto Rules, everything around me, DeFi, Covalent, Dia, another Oracle, Orion, Pools, that's a Launchpad, Meter, MTRG, Convergence, Dodo, another automated market maker, Frax, some more DeFi. I bet you have covered this project here on the channel before. Injective Protocol, the Graph, and a whole lot more ready to be simply deployed to Moonbeam with one click. You don't have to rewrite any code. It can already implement the Ethereum code that was already written. So this is a huge advantage for the Moonbeam ecosystem. So what is the point of the Glimmer token? So smart contracts powered by the Glimmer token. It's just like Ethereum. Think Ethereum. You need Ethereum to do anything on the Ethereum blockchain. On Moonbeam, you need Glimmer to really do anything. So smart contract execution. Glimmer is used to pay for smart contract execution, playing the same role that ETH does on Ethereum. All transaction fees are paid for with Glimmer. Participate in on-chain Glimmer, weighted voting, and governance. So you vote on the future of the network, and then staking as well. You can nominate collators. Collator is pretty much the same thing as a validator on other networks. Using the Glimmer token and help support the liveliness of the network. So staking, governance, paying for network fees, all the things you would expect out of a layer 1 blockchain token. And then the roadmap here, all items have been checked off. The Moonbeam Network was launched on January 11th, so it has been up and running for over 1 month now. Now let's go ahead and take a deeper dive into the Glimmer token. So about Glimmer, we already talked about. It is the liveliness of the Moonbeam Network. So it is used to pay for transaction fees, and 80% of these transaction fees are burned and 20% goes to the treasury. So if the network sees a lot of adoption, which I do expect to happen in the coming months to years, well then a lot of Glimmer will actually be burned from the transaction fees. And with the Glimmer token, there is an annual inflation rate of 5%, and this is uncapped. So this will happen until the end of time. And the Genesis token supply is 1 billion, like we already went over. Now let's go ahead and dive deeper into the tokenomics of the Glimmer token. So we already went over the utility of it, pays for gas metering as well, on-chain governance, network transaction fees, and staking. We'll go over the allocation, but I do want to bring to your attention the Take Flight community event. This was around 100 million Glimmer tokens, and this was compiled in September of 2021, and it had a 40-day lock with no vesting schedule. So this just happened. These tokens were just released into circulation on February 20th, which is only 2 days ago. 100 million Glimmer tokens released into circulation. So I'll briefly show you the price chart. The daily right here, this big red candle was February 20th when that unlock did actually happen. And you can see a lot of people did take profit because they actually got these tokens for around 25 cents. So it was still around a 10x gain, no vesting schedule. They can simply dump everything on the market. And you can see a lot of selling did occur, but with this long wick, what this indicates was that selling was bought up quickly. So this was a high volume selling and buying candle right here. Strong selling and then bought up instantly. So this was a huge volume day, and that's expected because 100 million coins were just released into circulation at a 10x valuation from the price they were actually acquired for. So you would expect people to take profit in that situation, but it was bought up relatively quickly. Now, before we get into the vesting schedule of the tokens, let's go ahead and take a look at that inflation uncapped supply model that they have. So Moonbeam targets a 5% annual inflation rate and as such has an uncapped token supply. The purpose of inflation in Moonbeam is to pay for ongoing security needs of the network. The primary security budget items are to pay for a Parachain slot on an ongoing basis, so you're going to need to keep on winning the Polkadot Parachain slots, and to incentivize collators to provide collation, which is block production. They want to keep on producing blocks at a good rate. So of that 5% inflation, 1% will go towards incentivizing collators and 1.5% will go to the Parachain bond reserve to accumulate on-chain funds to pay for a Parachain slot in perpetuity. The remaining 2.5% will go to users that stake their Glimmer tokens and help power the collator selection process. Fees on Moonbeam related to transactions and smart contract execution will be handled in two ways. We've talked about this already. 80% of the fees will be burnt, and then 20% of the fees spent will go to the on-chain treasury, which can be allocated via on-chain governance to projects and initiatives which further adoption and engagement with the networks. They want to see the network grow. 20% of all fees will be going to a little treasury reserve war chest for them to use to grow the network in the future. Now let's head on over and take a look at the vesting schedule of Moonbeam over here. So you can see that it isn't too crazy of a steep curve of this vesting schedule. We are here at February 22nd. 2022, right? So it is a pretty smooth climb upwards. There's not any more crazy releases of tokens into circulation, but keep in mind there is a lot of inflation for this network going forward. But we did just have that huge unlock of about 100 million tokens from that Take Flight initiative. So keep in mind, this is the vesting schedule. Tokens will be released into circulation on an ongoing basis for the coming years. That is definitely something to keep in mind. Now let's go ahead and move on and talk about staking. So staking, we talked about the annual inflation rate of 5%. The reward pool for collaterators and delegators is 50% of the annual inflation. So of that 5%, 50% of it goes to the pool for the people basically running nodes, the collaterators, and the delegators, people delegating to the collaterators. And then the collateral commission is 20% of the annual inflation of that 5%. And the Parachain bond reserve gets 30% of the annual inflation of that 5% annual inflation. Now moving on, the benefits of collating on the Moonbeam Network. So Polkadot, Moonbeam, and Web3, you help support the protocols deployed on Moonbeam and Moonriver by actively participating in helping to support the security and decentralization operation of the platform. You also contribute to developer operations, technical and operational skills to the network, and gain rewards for producing blocks. And you learn how to perform the role of collateral within Polkadot. Moonbeam is the first Polkadot Parachain to support an open and decentralized collateral set. So for most people, it is probably out of their reach to be a collateral. They're probably just going to want to be a delegator. So Moonbeam does have a full guide on their website and also on their YouTube channel about how to stake your GLMR tokens and earn a nice APY on it. It's pretty high right now. I believe it's around a 40% staking reward. So if you do plan on holding this one for the long term, I would definitely advise staking, because we gone over the inflation in this video. Your purchasing power will be diminished if you don't have your coins or your tokens staked to offset that inflation. So if you're in this project for the long haul, I would definitely recommend to stake your GLMR. I will leave this link down in the description below, and I will also leave their YouTube channel link of the video where they show you how to actually stake your GLMR tokens. Now the Moonbeam Network is huge, right? It was the most highly anticipated Polkadot Parachain slot. It is in its essence Ethereum 3.0. It's very quick, very low transaction fees, and it can onboard all of the dApps already on Ethereum straight to a Polkadot Web3 interoperable environment. So it has a lot going for it. It has a huge community already, 228,000 followers. If you want to stay up to date with the Moonbeam Network, definitely go ahead and follow them on Twitter. Now let's take a look at the price chart right now to let you know what's going on in my head about the current price and what I'm waiting for. So we are looking at the daily price chart, and you can see this thing has been in circulation for over 40 days now. It was released on the 11th of January, about 40 days ago. So it has been steadily dipping, and from its all-time high, we did discuss how it was down around 90%. The current price, 93% from the highest wick, but this is the KuCoin exchange. Highest wick is at $39, right, on the launch day. So personally, I am waiting for lower price levels at this current moment in time, given the market conditions of Bitcoin, Ethereum, the overall crypto market, and markets at large, the legacy financial markets as well, right, stock market. Everything is on edge right now. So I do believe we could have some more downside in the relative short term. I am still bullish, macro speaking, on cryptocurrency, but I think in the immediate short term, we could go ahead and test some lower levels. So personally, on Moonbeam, on GLMR, I am waiting for at least sub $2. Currently, price is $2.43. But my real area that I'm waiting for is down here from about 125 down to 75 cents. This is where I really plan on dollar cost averaging heavily into GLMR, and then I'm going to go ahead and stake it for the long term to offset that inflation rate. With this chart, in terms of technical analysis, I wouldn't necessarily recommend trading this. I see this more as an investment opportunity. However, this is not financial or investment advice. This video, everything I'm saying, is for educational purposes only. So I am waiting for lower levels right now. I think it would at least go ahead and test where this wick went to at 180, but I do think we could see 125, $1 Glimmer, dollar Moonbeam tokens out there. So I will be waiting for lower levels, and we'll see how this one does develop. So the Moonbeam Network was the most highly anticipated Polkadot Parachain project, as it is an EVM compatible layer 1 smart contract blockchain connected to the layer 0 Polkadot relay chain. Moonbeam is basically Ethereum 3.0 right now. Ethereum is still proof of work. It is set to migrate to proof of stake, but we don't know when that is going to happen. Moonbeam right now has all the advanced features that Ethereum 2.0 aims to have, and it is live right now. The mainnet is live. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you let me know by leaving a like, and if you have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.